Hello everybody and welcome to TJ Drums Red Hot Chili Peppers. Today I'm sharing a long overdue channel update video. But first, let's get to the channel intro video.
We've got Chad Smith on drums, so don't worry.
Every good band always has a really good, solid drummer.
Ever since I started presenting on my channel since a few months ago, I got inspired to make a introduction video for my channel. I got inspired by the live show that we all know, Red Hot Chili Peppers live at Poland in 2007. And all these videos are either from my own channel or are from my experiences at Red Hot Chili Peppers live shows, Pink Pop 2016 and Ziggo Dome 2016. So the reason for this channel update right now is the fact that I haven't recorded a new cover in more than 8 months. And the reason for this is the fact that I have created a wrist injury. After having played and recorded drum covers from my attic for over 10 years, back in 2019 I really wanted to be part of a band and be the drummer for a band. I auditioned for one band and it didn't really work out, so eventually I just decided that I wanted to start a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band. Really quickly I found a bass player and a guitarist. In about February or March 2020 I had found a bass player and a guitar player. And we were getting set on finding a singer for our band too. However, right about then, this is when the pandemic started. A few months later, we started to play rehearsals again. In this period of time, my channel grew a lot. I was putting out a lot of content and I was sharing backing tracks and drums-only versions of my covers. Fast forward a few months to about August, September. At one point in time we were playing, me and my friends, and I hit the drums with my left hand on the first crash. And it's actually in the recording where you can see that a bolt of pain jumps through my arm. And I'm trying to, wave it off, and I actually continued further because I didn't think much of it anymore. We played more rehearsals and I played more drum covers, and over the course of a few months this happened a few times, but not every time. So I didn't think much of it until I started having pains in my ordinary life, even without drumming. Then is when I learned had an injury developed over time due to overuse or repetitive stress, and I really had to stop playing drums for a very long time, possibly for months. Over a few weeks I had a lot of pains even when not playing drums, and I've had to use a brace to not move my wrist at all. And for the last months of 2020 and some of the first months of 2021, all I've been doing really is focusing on recovery of my wrist, reusing and editing as much content that I had pre-recorded. So over the past 6 months I had a lot of plans that I needed to cancel. Guitarists and bass players. I'm really sorry that I've had to put off any ideas or collaborations for the foreseeable future. However, I really don't have a choice right now except for to prioritize my recovery and looking at the long term instead of the short term. I discovered that I had been playing with my hand a little bit too vertically, and I learned that that isn't the best way to play, especially when you're playing loud like I'm doing with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, is that a vertically positioned wrist is less able to handle the amount of energy you're putting into it than a more horizontally positioned wrist. Something else that I learned about is the amount of tension that I had in my muscles from keyboard use or standard day-to-day things, without stretching your muscles and making sure that you have the right mobility in order to really play the drums strongly and yet relaxed. So I've really started to value warm-ups more and overall health, muscle mobility and muscle strength, flexibility. Because in the end, you know, if you take good care of your body and you play drums, your body will take good care of you. I have slowly started to play drums again. However, I've not been able to play drums yet without any pain, up until I got recommended to look at compression wristbands. I have decided to check out some McDavid wrist compression bands, and I started to play drums with those again, while incorporating a more thorough warm-up routine for my hands, fingers and wrists. And so far I've been able to play just a little bit low intensity for about 20 minutes without pain. And this is already a great progression, and I'm looking to expand my ability in the coming weeks to see what it will take me to get back to playing like normal again. So while I've not been able to play drums like usual just yet, I have been working on some video essays on the background, and I've decided to start moving in the direction of making video essays about the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Chad Smith. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments down below. I read all of them and I always reply to them if I can, and I'll see what I can do.